In the spirit of intentionality, I would like to thank everybody for being here. I know we have so many other people who are here, but even my cousins, hi cousins. So, but I'd intentionally ask my mom to stand. And my other mom to stand also. So that was very intentional because these are the people who shaped me to be who I am today. So thank you. And I think before I read it's not really a speech, but I'd like to thank everybody for being here. I think also we have engaged before, long time ago, but really when he reached out with this call, I was not very sure because we had two different topics. So there was imposter syndrome and there was intentionality. But I remember I did a brief about imposter syndrome, which somehow I fell into intentionality. Dottie maybe will explain that later. But again, yes, for me, my journey has been very intentional. And that's why I was very keen to ask my mom and my other mom to stand. Not that I have two moms, but that's my real mom and my mom's sister. But again, this afternoon, I want to thank everybody for being here. Thank you for joining us together with the ladies. And this afternoon, I would like to speak simply about three key things, which I think I spoke about in the book. So we have the value of intentionality, the power of purpose, and the culture of intentionality. So in these three things, I was very keen on, when it comes to the power of purpose, I was very keen to highlight, the purpose and the engine behind intentionality. So as we speak about the power of purpose, when you know the why, why you're doing something in life, it becomes very easy for you to now flow in and, do what it is that you had intended to do. So even as we speak on the purpose, how focused are you in terms of what you intend to do? So if you have a clear purpose, decision becomes easier. Every decision that you make becomes clearer because, you have a clear mindset. So if you employ the culture of intentionality, it becomes a bit easy for you to, even, I think we all work whether you're in business or you work in an organization. So it becomes very easy for you to now tap it, into your different aspects of life when you employ that culture of intentionality. So I think the main things here is when you are keen to define the value of intentionality, you will know what truly matters in life. And again, if you practice, gratitude, I think a lot of times it's something, especially we Kenyans, it's not something we're very keen on, but an attitude of gratitude is one thing that will really, propel you in life. And again, also, if we slow down and ask yourself, am I really, intentionality, yes, can be at play, but really what you are doing, is it really focused on what you intend to do? So, and anytime, please remember that what you focus on grows. Choose to focus on what really matters most. Because at times we really choose to focus on things that are really not taking us anywhere. It's a journey, but then it's like a road that has, a blockage at the far end. So as we speak on intentionality, I like to once in a while read quotes from Maya Angelou. And I think it's one thing I really touched on when it came to the book. And one thing she says, the idea of overcoming is always fascinating to me. It's fascinating because few of us realize how much energy we have expended just to be here today, which is true. If you listen to all the stories of the ladies, there's so much that they had to go through before they got to where they are today. So I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for the overcoming. So even as we speak about imposter syndrome, I kept asking my colleagues in the office, I have a few of my colleagues here, and I kept asking them, so what do you think about the book? Have you read it? Have you read don't read the rest first, just read my chapter first. And I kept asking, I want to know what the feedback is. So we are so keen on wanting to really find the whys in our lives. At times it's not on a positive note. At times it's because we doubt ourselves. But then we need to be very intentional about, the things that we focus on. So as I close, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for being here today. I remember we were saying, we look at the numbers and we're thinking, is everybody going to come? But our very able Doti kept pushing us, and here we are. And we thank you all for coming. Thank you very much.